Hey, what's up everybody? This is Unravel, where knowledge is power. At this point, school is pretty much a rite of passage for everyone around the world. Everyone wants to do well at school, as we're often told it's the primary route to doing well at life. Few of us are in love with the A grades itself, because we're understandably interested in one day having a fulfilling career, a pleasant house, and the respect of others. You're sent to kindergarten at about the age of 4 to learn the basics, what you'll learn in school. The next 12 to 13 years of one's life is spent in school. Seeing as how school is such a significant portion of everyone's childhood, it shapes the kind of person. During this period, we have our own list of achievements and aspirations, and most of the time we hope to do well in school, to get all the aces to impress our society. When we do well in school, you'd think that maybe we'd also do well in life. But more often than not, we see some people triumphed at school but struggled in their adult life, while some who did badly in school but ended up living a life much better than others. The path that seemed guaranteed to lead us to success has run into the sand. Why is that? We shouldn't actually be surprised. School curricula is not exactly designed by the people who necessarily have much experience of or talent at the world beyond. School curricula is not reverse engineered from fulfilled adult lives in the here and now. We need to understand that schools are not the answer to prepare us for our lives. They primarily focus on academics, which are not entirely a bad thing. Supposedly, what a school curriculum does is expose children to all the different scientific fields in the world and teach them the basics of it, hoping that the children will find an interest in one. But of course, that's not always how it works. Currently, as the world stands, most of the time schools are just places for people to score in exams and tests, and less about practical experience and understanding of the subject. Here's what I mean. Students are mostly rewarded for giving the answers that the teachers expect, instead of being able to apply the knowledge they're given. Even though it may not seem like it, the difference is quite a big deal. Here's an instance for the same. Surely at some point in your life, you would have come across people on the internet who couldn't differentiate between your and your. Even people who are well into their adult lives. Why is that? It's because of the way they were taught those words. While some of us were taught the meaning of your and what they mean, like how your is just a contraction of you are, some others are just simply taught which one is the right one to use without being given any context or meaning. So to those people figuring out which is right and which is just a 50-50 guess, these days sadly, getting the answer right is rewarded more compared to being able to understand why the answer is right. Sure, the education sectors of lack in prioritising practical experience over simply imparting knowledge, but it doesn't mean school is all bad. It's imperative to understand that school is not the be-all and end-all of their childhood. It's a part of their childhood, a very important part. However, they can still do other things that make them feel complete, such as picking up other skills and knowledge that they're interested in, which they may not necessarily learn in school. It's equally important for the government and parents to understand that what schools are doing these days are simply not enough to prepare the younger generation for their adult lives. While it's not surprising, it's still sad to learn that fresh graduates don't have the faintest clue on how to get themselves employed, or if they do get employed, they wouldn't know how to pay taxes. Does this mean that we should be going to schools to blame teachers for not getting the students prepared, or the principals for not running the school better? No, it doesn't. What everyone needs to understand is that the upbringing of a child is the responsibility of the society. Teachers are just people who are doing their job. As much as students are given a fixed curriculum to follow, so do the teachers. If they fail to get the class to pass by a certain percentage, their careers will be at stake. At the end of the day, it's up to the education sectors to learn what is needed to prepare students for the real world, and the parents to support their children and ensure they have a fulfilling life experience. Everyone has to pull their own weight. And as for the children of our future, we have to help them understand that there is more to life than what the schools are teaching, and that the knowledge given by the schools is a privilege, a buffet of knowledge from the different scientific fields of the world. It's up to them to decide the kind of person they want to become and what they need to do to achieve that.